All right, welcome back everybody. We're here with Sage Roddy, and you might know him from YouTube, and he's been kind enough to give us a tour of his Honda Element build. Unfortunately, this is not your original Honda Element.
It is not, yeah. I've since totaled my Honda Element, but luckily my partner also has a Honda Element, so my old build lives on in hers.
Awesome, dude. Well, I'm super excited, first of all, to not only meet you, but to see your build in person, and I'm sure you all are as well.
Yeah, I'm stoked to be on the channel.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. Check out your build. You designed this yourself. You built it yourself.
Yeah, this is my third of 4 iterations of builds that I did in my Element. Maybe my favorite. I didn't get to use my 4th one that much before I crashed it, but I liked this one probably the most for a good long time. I built this shelf here, this specific shelf for a Goal Zero. I had a Goal Zero 1000 lithium battery, and it fit right in here. You can see there's a little spot for the feet, and I just sort of strapped it in there, and it was super secure. I ran wires just kind of out the back to a solar panel up top. And then I had this pegboard here. I would keep dog poop bags in like these little cups. I attached like scissors and basic tools and that kind of stuff to this. Things that I, might want some quick access from the exterior for. Moving on over to this side, underneath the bed here, we've got big long storage. You can see it's like, I think 36 inches, something like that, deep. There's no drawer slides. It's just this masonite pegboard here, and so it slides real easy. And I didn't have to lose, that little bit of space that you lose when you have drawer slides. I typically
would throwing shade because I have drawer slides.
Yeah, yes. Drawer slides are for schmucks.
It's so heavy too.
Yeah, I basically use this to store like backpacks with my camera gear and hiking gear and that kind of stuff. It's just my big bulk storage. Yeah, and then you've got the shelf on this side, the bed on this side. This bed goes up to a bench. I can kind of give you a quick demonstration of it. So these cushions kind of pop up. This one is on a hinge. It folds over. Oh, while we're here, there's also access to this pocket right over here, a little just access hole there. So cushions can go up like that. You've seen all the different configurations where you can do the U shape or the L shape or whatever. It can do all of those. This piece here comes out completely, unlike this one that's on the hinge, and it slides into there, and it's just kind of a little mini table. I have cooked on it. It's not exactly like a crazy stable surface, but I've worked on it, I've cooked on it. Works out just fine.
Can I give it a try?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get on in there.
Let me hop in and
yeah.
see what it's all about. How tall are you?
I'm 5'11". Well, I'm 5'10 3/4.
Okay, yeah.
It's a little short.
Hold on, I bet if I pop this up.
Oh yeah, you could definitely sit upright.
Oh yeah.
My Element didn't have the moonroof, so it was definitely kind of a slouching situation for me. I had to definitely slouch so that I wasn't just like pressed up against the ceiling. But you know what? You work with the space you got. So
man, this is a really smart idea that you did this.
Thanks,
and that it works right here too as the extra platform.
Yeah,
that's killer.
It was originally, I think, on the hinge. No, because I built this into it. It was originally the only piece. Now that one actually slides out too. It's not used as a table, but I found that sliding these out for the bed is way easier than tipping them up, because you have to lift up your cushions, and it's just a hassle. So I should take this one off the hinges and just make it a sliding one too.
Yeah.
It seems to be way easier.
This is awesome. Then this is to prevent things from falling out, right?
Yeah, just bungees. It's you got little eyelets down here, and then each one has hooks that you just real quickly. These lower ones have 2, so you can fit bigger stuff in them. These things have worked out really well for me. I will say that if there's a heavy thing in there, it's not great at holding heavy things in, but like sleeping bag, clothes, and that kind of stuff, it holds in just great.
Can we see it in full bed mode?
Yeah, let's go full bed. So we've got this guy here, that guy there, put the cushions on, and then there's the extended platform up front, which, as I mentioned, doesn't fit super well in the 2007 versus the 2006 because of the chairs, but I do still have the pieces. And when I do camp in this now, I just kind of shove this right there.
Oh, look at that.
And it's relatively well supported, for just your feet. It's good enough.
That's all you need.
I do miss the little bit of extra length, but just put your feet right down the center and you're good to go. So there's the full bed mode. If we look in this door here, I would typically keep my clothes in this area. so that if I wanted to change outside, I had access to it. Particularly, I think it was underwear and socks, the stuff you want to change like more frequently, and then like other clothes down there. This surface actually was built specifically to fit a very small camping stove. So I did have sort of like an indoor-outdoor cooking setup, little Coleman stove just on propane. And then there's a little platform a little further back in here that you can see. And right on there, you can see it's worn down because that's where I store my 5-gallon water jug. And it shifts around just a little bit. I just bungeed it in there and it was great.
Dude, I mean, that's really cool. If you have like little camping setup here, you can cook inside or outside if it's like the weather's not great.
That was kind of a big difference between this and my previous iteration. A lot of the layout is similar, but I really wanted a place to be able to cook inside because I had spent a bunch of time in rainy weather and just like had to eat, you know, a can of beans cold or whatever because I just didn't have a way to cook inside. So I really wanted something that I could in you know, the event that I need to cook from the inside. Obviously you've got the window right here that can vent a little bit. Didn't have a fan or anything to vent it out, but that was sort of the idea, was that I put it near a window so that I wasn't suffocating myself inside by cooking.
Do you have like the build plans anywhere online? Like I know you have a video, right?
Yeah, I got the video. So I basically designed it in SketchUp, but not to scale. I just was getting like a rough layout.
Yeah.
So I somewhere have that SketchUp file. I've sent it to people, so I'm sure I can find it. But it's like you can't follow it. It's just like a visual thing for me, and I pretty much just winged it.
Well, I think you did a great job. It looks great and it's super like cool and functional, and you have many options, and obviously you had different iterations of it, so it's like you learn from your past builds and what works and what doesn't work.
Yes, for sure. I think probably the biggest difference between this one and the previous one, the things that made the biggest difference are this big pull-out drawer. I had like at the slat bench, you know, the kind of does that thing. I had that in my previous one. Pain in the ass to, sorry, I don't know if you say ass on your channel.
You can say ass.
Get all sticky and caught and stuff. So I knew I did not want to do that. In fact, I believe this feature, the little ledge, was inspired by Rosa, Life in My Element. And that's been a big game changer. The slat bed had like, you know, legs in the way for storing stuff. So I was like, I got to get as bulk of storage as I can get. Also want to be able to comfortably sit, so didn't want to like completely, you know, throw out the design ideas, but just switched to these instead of the slats, and it's made a huge difference. I do have a little more storage down over on this side.
Yeah, let's check it out.
A big part of the idea for this one was I was trying to be able to do as many things inside and outside as possible, and so I built this storage here, and I was like, okay, well, I can only do this from the outside, so I put a little hole in right here, and it ended up being a perfect like laundry chute for me. Could just like change from the inside, access my clothes there, and just shove them down there so they don't end up floating around the bed, because that ends up happening if you don't have a spot for it. So
I've been looking for a good solution for that. I've been using like a gym bag, and
yeah, I've done gym bag too.
Yeah.
And it's also, good thing about this is it's like, you know, it's kind of separated from the rest of the bed. It's like completely closed off in plywood here, and then it's got a pad to like, you know, hiking shoes went down there. That was like stinky stuff, garbage. If like I went on a hike and had a poop bag and had to like wait till I got to a trash can.
Right.
I just shove it down there because it was the most like isolated from the rest of the build. So
what's with the carabiners here, and then also the one in the back?
Oh, honestly, almost nothing. This is
cool.
cats, and yeah, I think it was like floating around the back, and I just hung it up once. We've hung like a speaker from these and like string lights,
wet clothes,
and
maybe, you know, like...
yeah, that kind of stuff. But it wasn't for a specific purpose, and I did not have it when I was living in this full time.
I see.
But you know, carabiners are always handy. You can never have too many carabiners.
How about the one back here? Is there a purpose for this, or just because that's a smart idea? I've seen
this. Not the carabiner, but this bungee here, I actually would use. I have like an iPad that has one of those like folding like cases for it, and I just fold the case over this, and I put my head that way, and I can like watch TV laying down this way. It's just a way to hold my iPad. Just very rudimentary, basic.
Element Lifestyle would use this as like a paper towel holder.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah,
like,
I've seen stuff like that. Those are great.
You know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sage.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
It's been great hanging out with you, getting to know you, and glad you rolled through town and hit me up.
all the way in Bend, Oregon. Here we are.
Yes, Southern California, Bend, Oregon. He's cold up here.
Yeah, I am cold. My hands are frozen. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for showing us your build, and also thank you for making the videos for everyone else who wants to like follow along and like do your build or just at least get inspiration for their own builds. Like, super awesome.
I love having those videos there. It's fun to, you know, get questions. If any of you guys have any questions about this build or any of my other ones, Instagram, or I don't know, that's probably the best way to reach me. Instagram or email, maybe. Anyway, yeah, feel free. Don't hesitate to reach out. I like talking about it. I don't get to talk about it enough anymore because I don't live in it anymore. So,
well, you know, we can still have the record of all of those experiences, which you can find on your YouTube channel. So make sure you check that out. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you enjoy content like this, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.